So what is computer teaching? It refers to the act of instructing individual or groups on how to use and comprehend computers and other associated technology. This instruction can take place in a classroom setting or a one-on-one, depending on the students to whom it is directed and the objectives it seeks to accomplish. It can cover a wide variety of subjects and abilities. The importance of computer teaching is, in the digital age we live in now, learning how to use computers is more important than ever. It is the basis for digital literacy and gives people the skills they need to confidently move through the complex digital world. It is the basis for digital literacy and gives people the skills they need to confidently manage the complex digital landscape. Besides that, it opens doors to job possibilities, increases productivity, and helps people grow both personally and professionally. As technology keeps getting better at a rate that has never been seen before, it's clearer than ever that computer classes are important. It's not just a subject to study, it's also a vital life skill that helps people succeed in digital world and add to the progress of society.
So now let's discuss computer-assisted instruction or CAI. CAI is a type of educational technology that uses computers to deliver instruction to students. CAI can be used to teach a wide variety of subjects, from basic math to reading and to a more advanced topics such as science and history. Computer-assisted instruction can be used in a variety of settings, including schools, homes, and businesses. So meron tayong two main types ng computer-assisted instruction, which are the drill and practice CAI and the tutorial CAI. So punta tayo sa drill and practice CAI. So it is a type of computer-assisted instruction that focuses on helping students learn and practice specific skills. It is often used to teach basic skills such as math, facts, and vocabulary. Drill and practice CAI typically involves presenting students with a series of problems to solve. Students receive feedback on their answers and are given the opportunity to practice again until they master the skill. Next naman is yung tutorial computer-assisted instruction, wherein it provides students with an instruction on a new topic. It is often used to teach more complex concepts such as scientific theories and historical events. Yung tutorial CAI typically involves presenting students with a series of lessons. It may include text, images, and videos. Students may also be asked to complete interactive exercises and also quizzes to assess their understanding of the material. So for the next topic, let's discuss the Internet Virtual Reality or IVR. Internet Virtual Reality is a type of virtual reality that is delivered over the internet. IVR allows users to experience virtual worlds without having to purchase or use special equipments. Internet virtual reality experiences can be accessed using a computer, smartphone, or tablet. So meron tayong two types of IVR or Internet Virtual Reality, which are the non-immersive IVR and also the immersive. So as the word it suggests, non-immersive IVR, it does not fully immerse the user in the virtual world. Non-immersive IVR experiences typically use of computer screen to display a virtual world. So yung mga users may be able to interact with other user or with the virtual world using a mouse, keyboard, or a touchscreen. However, yung immersive IVR naman can fully immerses the user in a virtual world. Immersive IVR experiences typically use a head-mounted display or HMD to display the virtual world. And HMD is to black out the user's real-world surrounding and create a more realistic virtual experiences. So, yung Internet Virtual Reality has the potential to be used in a variety of educational applications. For example, Internet Virtual Reality could be used to create virtual simulations of historical events or scientific experiments. IVR could also be used to create virtual classrooms wherein yung mga students from all over the world could learn together.
Okay, I am Kimberly Brocales and I will discuss the other different type of computer teaching strategy. So let's start first in Computer Managed Instruction or CMI. Computer Managed Instruction is an educational technique that involves computer software that provides students with developed courses, evaluation, and feedback. Next is stimulation and games. Stimulation and games are productive teaching tools because they allow students to actively participate in learning through interactive hands-on experience. Next is multimedia presentation. This is to enhance the learning experience using multimedia presentation, including a variety of visual and auditory elements, such as slideshow, movie, and animation. Next is flipped classroom. This method involves students independently reviewing their lecture content before the class, allowing in-class time for activity discussion and activities. Next is project-based learning. Project-based learning enables students to engage in real-world tasks that improving their critical thinking and problem-solving skill by applying their knowledge in real-world circumstances. Last is e-learning. This is referred to using online platform and resources to provide the student with remote access to educational materials like lecture and exam.
So what is distance learning? Distance learning, alternatively referred to as distance education or online learning. It is an educational approach characterized by the physical separation of students and instructors. Distance learning is a mode of education that diverges from the conventional practice of in-person interactions within a physical classroom setting. Instead, it depends on a diverse range of technology to aid the process of instruction and communication. It is a method of education that makes use of technology to circumvent the limitations that are imposed on students as a result of their location, to provide students with flexibility and to provide students with access to a diverse range of educational opportunities over the course of the past few years, particularly in response to the need for various forms of distance education. It has been increasingly widespread, and the importance of distance learning has developed into a method that is both dynamic and necessary in today's educational system. Thus, it solves concerns regarding accessibility and adaptability, but it also bolsters learning that continues throughout one's life. Worldwide collaboration and the modification of educational practices to meet the requirements of the digital age. It is very possible, that its significance will continue expanding as the use of technology and online resources becomes an increasingly important component of our educational landscape.
About types of distance learning. Interactive television classes typically refer to educational programs or courses that are delivered through television broadcasts but include interactive elements to engage and involve the viewers in real time. These classes combine traditional television broadcasting with interactive technologies to enhance the learning experience. We have two types of interactive television classes. First, we have live ITV classes. When an instructor teaches at one particular place but is live broadcasted to different locations for students to attend and participate. Next, we have the recorded ITV classes. Recorded ITV classes could refer to classes or educational programs that were broadcast on ITV and recorded for later viewing, meaning we can view it for later or any time of the day. Next, we have the distance learning via the internet, referred to as online education or e-learning, is an educational approach that uses the internet and digital technologies to deliver educational content to students who are not physically present in traditional classroom settings. We have three types of distance learning. First, we have synchronous online courses, a type of distance learning where student and instructor engage in real-time scheduled interaction and activities through digital platforms. In other words, all participants in the course, including the instructor and student, are online at the same time, typically following a predetermined schedule. Next, we have the asynchronous online courses, a type of online education format where students can access course materials, lectures, assignment, and discussion at their own pace and on their schedule. Lastly, we have the hybrid online courses, also known as blended courses, combine elements of both traditional in-person instruction and online learning. These courses offer students a mix of face-to-face classroom session and online learning experiences.
Good day everyone, I'm Mansel Kapurugis and I'm going to discuss other types of distance learning. First, we have correspondence learning. In correspondence learning is a course in which lessons, assignments, and other outputs are sent through emails and then return completed works through emails in order to receive a grade. This type of learning is done virtually. Then we're going to proceed to independent learning. Independent learning is a way or process of learning in which learners have control and ownership of their own learning. They're the ones who regulate, they direct, and evaluate their knowledge, and they learn through their actions. This is helpful as it makes students proactive rather than passive. It helps students attempt to seek answers from a variety of sources when they get stuck rather than defaulting to asking the teachers. Lastly, we have hybrid distance learning. In hybrid distance learning, it implements synchronous lessons taught simultaneously in person and online. It is a type of blended learning that focuses more on bridging the physical classroom and virtual learning spaces closer together in a more complete education. Now, let's proceed to virtual reality simulation applications. But before we move on, what is a virtual reality simulation? Virtual reality, or VR, is the use of computer modeling and simulation that enables a person to interact with an artificial, three-dimensional visual or other sensory environment. Now, let's go with the two examples. First, we have Labster. Labster is the world's leading platform for virtual labs and science simulations. Students' learning outcomes improve with Labster because they engage with game-based elements that inspire students to explore science. This app increases engagement by students by providing a safe and controlled environment for students to conduct experiments and observe scientific phenomena. The simulations empower all students to explore and discover scientific concepts in a hands-on way. Then we have Math Virtual Reality. This app models the math world incredibly by employing highly visual representation by using virtual reality to learn in-depth concepts about calculus in 1, 2, and 3 dimension, as well as analytic geometry. It covers information about graphs, curves, surfaces, vectors, and functions in several variables. Lastly, I'm going to discuss examples of distance learning applications. First is we have Zoom. Zoom is a cloud-based video conferencing platform that can be used for video conferencing, meetings, audio conferencing, webinar, meeting recordings, and live chat. Zoom is one of the most popular video conferencing software systems on the market because of its easy-to-use feature set and affordable pricing. Next, we have Canvas. Canvas Student allows students to access their courses and groups using a mobile device. Students can submit assignments, participate in discussions, view grades and course materials. The app also provides access to course calendars, to-do items, notifications, and conversations messages. Next, we have Kahoot. Kahoot is a cloud-based quiz platform that is ideal for students and teachers. Since the game-based platforms allows you to create new quizzes from scratch, it's possible to be creative and offer bespoke learning options for students. It is a tool that motivates and activates students' learning because it can test their knowledge, reiterate important concepts, and help them to retain information. It also provides instructions with the ability to further create class discussion and student-to-student interaction. Lastly, we have Quizlet. Quizlet is a web-based tool that allows users to create study tools such as interactive flashcards, tests, and study games. With Quizlet, students can choose their own study mode. This allows activity content to be migrated from flashcards to matching games to other types of study games easily and responsively.